Understand this, WWE are risk takers. They're not afraid to do something new or to even pull ideas out of their ass. Yes, we are seeing something new, something life changing. John Cena is now a bad guy, a heel in the industry terms, and we have to dive into every single emotion about risk taking. But before that, we have to understand what storytelling is all about. And let's take a prime example at what they did with Jade Cargill and that mystery. Yes, it all kept on being told. It was all forgotten in the background at one point, but finally, it was decided that Naomi was the one that hurt Jade Cargill. And it all comes down to how the WWE is doing their progressive storylines. They are not afraid to mix it up. They're not afraid to call the audience dumb, and they're not afraid of what they're doing. Yes, we are living in a new evolution of the WWE. They are doing things that we probably never thought were going to be possible, and now John Cena is looking as a heel. One of the biggest heel changes in the past, we have Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock, Bret Hart at one point, and we have to establish that we never saw it coming. We, as a fan, we knew that John Cena was gonna come back. We knew that he was gonna make his impressions. We knew that it was gonna be him that probably went to WrestleMania, but we didn't know exactly the details that were portrayed for us in the front. And now it all came set, it all laid out. He had to sell his soul. Who did it come down to but the final boss? And now we have a team of two mega powers, The Rock and John Cena, teaming up as the bad guys against Cody Rhodes, the son of a Hall of Famer, of an all-time great, Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, and now he's making his own legacy with being the American Nightmare. But it's not only that, it's that everybody has gone against him. The bloodline, the family of The Rock, every single one of those people in that tribe of that Samoan blood have been going against Cody Rhodes, have not allowed him to establish himself in the storyline. Now, in another aspect, the WWE was bought out per se by The Rock with so much money, with so much intelligence, with being an actor, an entrepreneur, having his own tequila brand, and everything else. Now the guy is back in WWE, back in ring action, and guess what he does? He goes exactly against the WWE Championship. He tells the guy who's holding it, Cody Rhodes, you either work for me or you don't. And we have reminiscing flashbacks of exactly what every other promotion has done in the past, where we have this corporate person. They've even done that to someone as close as Kevin Owens. We've had this relevancy. Triple H loves to play the game, and that's exactly what the guy is doing. Paul Levinsky, whatever, Triple H, he's doing the job. He's doing the booking. He's doing the commander in chief operations. He's doing the interviews after the show. He's the guy in charge of this new era, and that's exactly why he's not afraid. He's lived through it. He's been part of the majestic era, of the attitude era, of all those legacies, of all those upcomings. He's seen the brawl against WCW, against the WWE. He's seen the evolution of the name changes, of the logos, of the TVs, of the streams, and he's not afraid to pull something new. Something like making a babyface. Someone we all respected, someone we never thought would change, someone we all thought was a Superman, a Spider-Man, a comic book hero, someone who could never turn bad, is now in front of our eyes going into WrestleMania. Pretty much the biggest scene in the whole WWE sports industry. He's going into the WrestleMania as the villain, as the bad guy, as the guy who's gonna get booed, as the guy who's not gonna risk red, the guy who has been helping kids with cancer, the guy who has been going around the world to China, making movies, portraying himself as this awesome dude. He's came up on the Oscars and everything in between, and we all love John Cena. We all can't see him, but now We do. Now we see him as the villain. Now we see him as the bad guy. And that's exactly what the WWE is doing. They're not afraid to pull triggers. This Elimination Chamber has shown exactly how much the WWE has grown under the helms of Triple H, how much they have been able to be and surpass the expectation of the audience, of the average viewer, and of the hardcore fan, how they can pull in and attract more people, such as what they've done with Travis Scott and involving all the other people and actors that are already in the mix, how they involved the Netflix and they shouted out every single Canadian actor per se, and what they did on the PLE. We diving deep into what happened in Elimination Chamber. Thank you for watching Ringside Riffs. My name's Andres, and we're just gonna go into it, starting with the women's Elimination Chamber and exactly what happened there. I mean, we had Jada Cargill coming back out, facing off against Naomi, and books closed. I mean, we now understand what happened to Jade Cargill. We can now solidify, say the rumors were right. Naomi did attack her. She was jealous. She did have the empowerment of wanting that title, and now Bianca Belair won. I mean, poor Liv Morgan. Have you seen that girl's body? Have you seen the exact cuts and bruises and everything in between? Her body came out like shambles, and if anything, I have more respect for her. I could believe that she could once again win the title. I could believe that she will be a badass asset to her tag team edition, and I will believe that she will continue to fight on and have her own grace. Now, Bianca Belair, I give her kudos. She well deserved it. She well did it. She is now going into WrestleMania as being one of the top contenders and being one of those people that we all have to admit is incredible. And she might even face off against Rhea Ripley, because not to upset anybody out there, but I mean, they have amazing bodies and they're gonna go off because they're just big monsters that are just physically able to do more stuff that would be an astonishing ticket for anything in between for wrestling fans that are gonna watch and not gonna watch. Because look at the stack lines of what's happening in this WrestleMania in Las Vegas. We're rolling the dice, we're taking a chance, and we're seeing what are the odds and what could happen. Could Jada Cargill find herself in the WrestleMania action? Could it be a triple threat match for her to even find a way to get? Now, let's not go crazy in theories and whatever could happen into the women's side, but it sure was an entertaining Elimination Chamber. Kudos to everyone and every single person. Bianca Belair picking up the win just comes to show that the WWE has progressive storyline coming in all angles. They know that every single thing is an accumulation of what it's had, and that's exactly what we mean about the evolution of what the WWE has shown this Elimination Chamber and how they've shown what they're capable of doing. Risk taking, storyline taking, and long term progression. They're not afraid to pull up something that's happened months or even years ago and pull it back into relevancy at this very moment. Now, what we expected was exactly the hometown girl to pick up the win, and that was what Trish Stratus did, of course. And of course, Sami Zayn against Kevin Evans. Kevin Evans was able to win. Kevin Owens looked out to the stars, and there was Randy Orton hearing voices, and there we have that storyline cooking. And finally, the men's Elimination Chamber, where it all come down to how the storylines keep on shaking. We keep on knowing that Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus can one day go against each other because of the confronting love that they have. They keep on building the Nia Jax stuff. They have the Kevin Owens against Randy Orton stuff, and that's just how they keep on cooking for WrestleMania and keep on seeing what exactly is gonna be laid out. In final facts, we had exactly Damian Priest taking out Drew McIntyre, they continue that storyline. Logan Paul trying to seem big, but obviously getting taken out. CM Punk and Seth Rollins ultimately have that storyline cooking, and they're not afraid to pull the trigger on John Cena being the bad guy. And that's how I felt. That's exactly what it could be. And that's what the WWE has shown of capabilities and where they are going. They're not going to stop at something willy nilly into the fact that they are just powerful enough to continue and go because it's going to be all revolutionized. John Cena is going to face off against Cody Rhodes. The Rock is going to continue to get involved. We're going to continue to see the stakes being built and the storyline keeps being constructed. And that's just to show us that they're not afraid to take new steps. Thank you for watching.